show too much, does it?
No, not really.
Look, we don't have to tell anyone about this, do we? I mean, psychiatrists of my eminence are not supposed to get a smack in the mouth from one of their patients. We're supposed to be far too clever for that.
What happened? I heard a sort of bellow.
Yeah, that was him.
Then I heard a smacking noise.
That was him, too.
And then a loud yell.
Yeah, that was me.
And he stormed out past me, looking ever so cross.
He did storm out, didn't he? I mean, he's not still hanging around.
No, he went all right.
Poor man. Actually, I feel sorry for him, you know. He's obsessed with the idea that his wife's being unfaithful. You know? It's ridiculous. He's got to hide behind lampposts all day. He's staring at his front door. He's even lost his job. You see, the problem is with people with this syndrome is that they can't accept the fact that they're jealous. See? They equate jealousy with a slur on their masculinity, and they can become quite violent, just mentioning the word jealousy.
And you,
I mentioned the word jealousy, yes.
Stanley, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I mean, jealous of me. It's just ridiculous.
Well, I told her. I said, why would a woman like you want to go messing around with a fella like me?
Well, exactly. I mean, it's ridiculous to think that... Well, no, it's not ridiculous exactly.
It is ridiculous, though, isn't it?
No, really, it's not ridiculous. I mean, you're a very nice man, Stanley. Very, you know, nice and under other circumstances.
Yeah, well, I suppose it's because I spend so much time round here in connection with this garden design business thing.
Well, does she know that you're here now?
No, she asked me if I was coming round here, and I said I was going to the garden place, and she'll think I sneaked off to the pub.
Why?
Well, she'll see me dancer gone.
Complicated, isn't it?
It's married life, isn't it, love?
But what if you don't go to the pub?
Oh, I will, yeah, just for a little while. I shall have a swift half, spill some of it down the front of myself. When I get home, I shall stumble over the cat, we'll have a row, and I shall spend the night in a spare room. You know me, anything for a quiet life.
Yes. No, I'm sure we can do better than this. Ah, just the man. We have a slight problem.
Yeah?
Stanley, tell Adam about the problem.
Well, it's like this, Doctor. She'll tell you.
Stanley's wife suspects that Stanley and I are having an affair.
That's ridiculous. Sorry. Well, no, it's not ridiculous, Stanley.
We've been through that, thank you, Adam.
Good.
What we need from you is some advice, because you're supposed to be the expert on things like jealousy.
Yes. But I don't think this would be very ethical, you know. I mean, I'm a professional psychiatrist, and Stanley is not...
He's a friend. You can advise him as a friend.
Well, I don't know, really.
Marvellous, isn't it, Stanley? 6 years medical school, 5 years psychiatric training, and what do you get after all that? I don't really know.
Well, I don't. I mean, really.
Well, I do. Well, I think I do. Stanley, you and Vera must come round for a meal.
Well, that's very nice of you.
Well, actually, I do all the cooking, so it's rather nice of me.
Vera will see for herself that I'm a loving wife who wouldn't dream of looking at another man.
Oh, what, you'll snuggle up to him and hold hands and all that, yeah?
Right, yes, especially that.
Yeah, it is very good of you.
Well, it'll be hard, but I'll try.
Yeah, she'll do her best, Anne. I mean, she's a game old gal.
I'll ring tomorrow and we'll fix it up for next week.
Right, you are. Well, I'd better be off then.
Oh, Stanley, take it easy. Don't spill the beer and don't trip over the cat.
Right. Bye then, Doctor.
So, you and Stanley, eh? Well, I've got to hand it to you.
What?
I thought I was good for giving out advice, but you've really got me beat, you know, I mean... Don't spill your beer. Don't trip over the cat. I mean, that's really sound advice.
It's a funny thing, jealousy. I mean, there you are, having a normal relationship with someone, and suddenly, wham, it hits you.
Yeah, smack in the mouth.
Have you ever been jealous of me? I mean, about me?
Once.
When?
From the first moment I met you until now.
Oh, you're so gallant.
I know.
No, wait a minute, you're not gallant, you're a swine. That means you don't trust me.
Oh, I trust you. It's the others I don't trust. I mean, that's Stanley, for instance, with his provocation tool. And if he lays one green finger on you...
Shut it.
Well, what about me? Do you trust me?
Yes. You and another woman, the idea's impossible.
Well, I mean, it's not impossible.
Oh, something to tell me, dear?
No, you're right. It's impossible.
Oh, come on, you can tell me.
No, you're absolutely right. It's quite impossible.
There was that one occasion, wasn't there?
Was there?
Some time ago, a medical conference in Wiltshire.
Oh.
Wasn't impossible then, was it?
No, it wasn't impossible then.
And you never did tell me exactly what happened.
Well, you didn't ask, did you? Anyway, I think we were both very happy to get out of that place in one piece. And anyway, we didn't mention it again.
We could mention it now.
Well...
There's nothing on television tonight.
No, just Fatal Attraction or something.
And I would like to know. Well?
Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. It was a nice hotel. I mean, if you've got to have a conference for 50 boring psychiatrists, this was the place to have it. Malcolm loved it.
Malcolm's a GP. What was he actually doing there?
Oh, well, for a start, it had an excellent golf course. The restaurant was cordon bleu. And then there were the chambermaids.
I see. The usual reasons.
The golf, the grub, and the toddy. Mind you, Malcolm being Malcolm, he soon found something to complain about. Cheers, Malcolm.
Cheers. Oh, that is a disappointment.
What is?
Manuel, him behind the bar.
What, not your type?
Well, barmen should be... Well, there should be barmaids. Big, bouncy barmaids with big, bouncy bouncers. Whatever happened to all the big, bouncy barmaids?
Well, judging by last month's hospital barbecue, they all married senior consultants.
Poor girls. Never mind, the night is young. Perhaps we'll be lucky enough to meet up with a couple of popsies out on the razzle.
No, thank you, Malcolm. A, I'm a married man. B, I'm here to learn. And C...
You're chicken.
And C, you're right, I'm chicken.
Oh, come on. Here we are, far from home, lovely hotel. Romance in the air. Don't tell me the thought didn't cross your mind.
The thought didn't cross my mind.
Well, it crossed my mind, all right. I mean, look at me. Here I am, young, single, wonderful. Oh, Lord, if you can hear me, send me a woman now.
Good evening.
That was quick.
Good evening.
Are you Dr. Charlesworth?
Yes.
I'm Dr. Athelstone. Professor Crosby pointed you out at the reception this morning. I believe we share a mutual interest in work-related alcoholism.
Really?
Hello. I'm Dr. Barclay. I share a mutual interest in work-related alcoholism, too.
From the consumer's angle.
Can I get you a drink, Dr. Doctor, can I get you a drink?
Thank you. A spritzer, please.
One spritzer coming up.
Oh, please. Well, it's very nice to meet you, Dr. Athelstone.
Oh, please. My name's such a mouthful. Call me Penelope.
Right, Penelope. And my name is...
Adam. Yes, I know.
She picked you out at the reception.
Yes.
She knew your first name.
Yes.
And the thought still didn't cross your mind.
No. As far as I was concerned, it was just a meeting of two colleagues.
She could have been any old analyst.
Oh, yes.
You'd have been just as interested if she'd been a 50-year-old fat bald pipe smoker.
Oh, yes. Mind you, I don't know many 50-year-old fat bald women who smoke pipes.
So there you were, chatting away happily. What happened next?
Something disastrous happened.
What?
Malcolm returned. Malcolm, of course, thought that Penelope was the best thing since private medicine.
Well, this is nice. This is very, very nice. This is nice.
That's 3 times you've said that now, Malcolm.
Is it? Oh, well, that proves it, doesn't it? It must be nice.
Malcolm, by the way, is a GP.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not here for the chat. I'm just here for the golf and the grub and the... Can't remember.
Did you say golf, Dr. Barclay?
Call me Malcolm. Yes, indeed, golf.
You must be very fit.
Well, modesty forbids, but...
So I wonder if you'd do something for me.
Yes, of course. Anything.
Would you fetch my wrap? I left it on the bed. My room's on the 4th floor.
Yes, of course, I will be home. In fact, I'll be really rather quick.
And he went?
He did.
And then?
And then she moved round to sit by me.
And then?
And then she put her hand on my knee.
And then?
And then, well, I have to admit it, then the thought did just happen to cross my mind. What?
Well, there you were, sitting in the bar with a strange woman's hand on your knee, and the night, as Malcolm said, was young. What happened?
Do we have to?
We don't have to, you have to.
Right, well, what happened next was Malcolm broke the all-comers record for the fourth floor dash, and then we all sat down for the formal conference dinner.
Knee touching under the table?
No. Penelope was whisked off to the top table with the bigwigs.
I thought you were a bigwig.
Well, I'm a bigwig now, but then I was just sort of teeny-weeny wig, you see. So Malcolm and I knew our place. Down at the end table, last served, cold soup, solidified gravy.
I suppose you still managed to enjoy yourself?
I might have done, if Malcolm had not by now metamorphosed into a cross between Mary Whitehouse and the moderator of the Free Church of Scotland. Another slice of gravy, Malcolm?
I'm not talking to you.
I suppose it's too much to hope you mean that.
I mean, for heaven's sake, you're a married man.
No, I thought it was too much to hope.
Good grief. Only left you for 2 minutes. When I came back, you had a hand on your knee.
No, Malcolm, to be strictly accurate, I did not have her hand on my knee. She had her hand on my knee.
Aren't you forgetting someone?
What, who?
Someone close to you. Someone dear to you. Someone who loves you.
You?
Julia.
Julia. Totally forgotten about her.
Forgotten about her? Your wife. The most wonderful woman who... this Penelope woman, does she even know you're married?
I don't know.
Do you know if she's married?
No.
Does either of you care?
Shouldn't think so.
Oh, I see. It's going to be one of those encounters, is it? A basic coupling. Raw, naked lust. Animalistic. Degrading and squalid.
I do hope so.
You're disgusting, do you know that?
Just a minute, Malcolm. Who was it that said a little while ago, we might be lucky and we might be able to pull a couple of popsies?
Well, I was joking. At least in your case, I was joking. I knew you wouldn't really. Except now I see you would, really. Like I said, you're disgusting. Disgusting and...
Lucky?
Yeah. Bloody lucky. Look, can we talk about this, old chap?
Old chap?
I mean, we're friends, aren't we?
No, not if you keep calling me old chap. No, we're not.
You, me and Julia, we've been friends for ages, haven't we?
Yes, it does seem like ages, yeah.
You're my best friend.
Yeah?
And I'm your... Well, if I'm not your blasted best friend, at least I'm your blasted family doctor. This sort of thing can wreck a marriage, you know.
Malcolm, how could you? You being our family doctor, wreck our marriage.
I don't mean that. You know perfectly well I don't mean that. I'm talking about you and this Penelope woman. Adam, please. If Julia knew, it would break her heart.
She's not going to know, is she?
Well, she could find out.
She's at home. She's an hour up the motorway. How's she going to find out? Malcolm, you wouldn't.
Well, I might.
Malcolm, you're my friend.
Still might.
You're my old friend.
Still might.
Malcolm, you're my best friend.
Am I really?
Of course.
Oh, good. I still might. But I won't.
Good. I can rely on that.
You're still going ahead with this?
If you're not going to tell Julia...
All right, I won't tell her, but as your best friend, I can still stop you. I can still prevent you from destroying your family.
Really? How?
By sticking with you.
What?
That's what I do. I'll stick with you. I'll be at your elbow. Everywhere you go, I'll be there. Never mind the golf. Wherever you are, that's where I'll be.
You could be so cruel, Malcolm.
I'll put a stop to any more hands on knees or secret whisperings. I don't think you can get rid of me in one of your clever little ways, because you can't. You go to wash your hands, I'll be at the next basin. You go for a pee, I'll be standing right next to you.
What if I want?
I'll be in the next cubicle. You're not going to get rid of me, mate. Not until I see you safe and sound in your room. Pure and unsullied. And alone.
Well, I think you've got me there, Malcolm.
You should be thanking me. You should be thanking me for saving your marriage and saving you from the clutches of that randy, man-mad, sex-crazed, scheming man. Oh, hello again.
Don't do that, gentlemen. I just thought I'd ask how you're enjoying your dinner.
Fine. Would you care for a forkful of gravy?
No, thank you.
What did she say? What did she say?
Oh, nothing. She just wants me to write something down, that's all.
What?
Just my room number, that's all.
What?
I can't refuse a lady, can I?
Bloody hell.
Hotel room numbers written on paper napkins. Getting steamy, wasn't it?
Well, see me, certainly.
So what happened then?
Well, hang on a minute. I think that's when you came into the picture, isn't it?
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yes, and educated guess, I think you got a phone call from some blabbermouth.
Very clever. Yes, Malcolm did call. Hello?
Oh, hello, Julia.
Oh, Malcolm, hi.
Hello.
I thought you were with Adam in Wiltshire.
I am.
Oh, anything wrong?
No. Look, Julia. On one of these weekend do's, a chap can get lonely, and he can meet someone, someone like, say, a woman, and she can be lonely, and then, well, anything can happen.
Well, Malcolm, that's nice.
Yeah, what?
Oh, good heavens. You're a single man. If you met someone, well, why not?
Oh, Lord, no, not me.
Oh, who then? Who are we talking about?
Nobody at all. It was a hypothetical question.
Malcolm, what's the problem?
Problem? No, sorry, there's no problem. I mean, he wouldn't, would he? I mean, not in the long run, not him.
Not who?
You know, you are only an hour up the motorway.
I know.
And they do share a mutual interest in work-related alcoholism.
What?
And he did give her his room number. I mean, it doesn't mean anything, of course. I mean, what's the room number? She probably collects room numbers, you know, these psychiatrists.
Malcolm? Thank you. You're a good friend. I made it in 50 minutes.
You could have got caught for speeding.
There are worse things you can get caught doing.
Julia, what a marvellous surprise.
Is it?
Yes, I mean, you said you weren't coming. Of course it's a surprise.
I mean, is it marvellous?
Of course it is.
It's a nice room.
No, it's not bad, is it?
Mind if I look round just to see how nice it is?
Of course not.
Adam, were you expecting me?
No.
Were you expecting anyone?
No.
Oh, dear, I feel a bit of a fool. I thought Malcolm, this... Oh, dear.
You eat. Right. I shall order some delicious rare beef sandwiches. And from here, have a little... And in there, I shall run a lovely hot bath with lots of buckshy, smelly things in it. Now, how does that sound?
Sounds marvellous.
Right, now, while I organise all this, perhaps you'd like to get into your nightdress? Which one did you bring? The little red number or the one with the twiddly bits?
Actually, I left in such a hurry. I didn't bring anything.
Oh, dear, dear. And over the remainder of the evening, we shall draw a discreet veil. But now, it was a long time ago. Nobody got hurt, so now it's best forgotten.
Well, you can, perhaps. But if I ever meet that Penelope, I'll scratch her eyes out.
You see, Julia, the problem with this jealousy syndrome is that people just won't accept the fact that they're jealous.
OK, hold on. I want to know what happened to that Penelope. The woman was obviously desperate.
She was desperate.
And you did give her your room number.
I gave her Malcolm's.